Vincenzo'S Gold Crypto Investing this April the 19th, 2024, 12:15 p.m. update from the great state of Michigan, J. Under thickening clouds moving in from the southwest and high overcast with a current temperature of a seasonably nice 54 degrees, J. And we just wanted to give you this little update here. As we can see in the monthly pattern now, we've had 2 red candles, and that's the most red candles we've had since back here in 2024 in July, August, September, where we had 3 red candles in a row. So we're going to continue to pay attention to that. We're still looking like we're in this head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern here that we're still paying attention for. You can see we've had the bearish cross with the 50. The 50 is now down to the $90,000 major support resistance level. The 100-day is sitting at 90,736. The 200-day is still sitting at about 85,500. We've gotten rejected by that 200-day in the daily. And what I would think is going to happen here over the next couple of days this week is we're going to come down and hit this $73,811. And then there could be a little bit of a return rally. And this is some of the first mover advantage that you get here. Become members of Jabroni Killers for an industry cheap $3.99 a month. It's in the video description and the pinned comments below. And we could have a little return rally like that. And then the next dive could bring you down even deeper. And that would be getting you closer to the 58,903.89, which is the neckline on this head and shoulders topping reversal pattern. And there could be one big quick dump to the downside to get there. Originally, we could do something like this where we bounce and then you have a wick like that. And then you come all the way back up and then you come back down, just like we've seen so many times, to test that neckline. And then once you hit that neckline, that's a bullish signal in the short to medium term after that, because then we're going to have to build the right shoulder. And to build the right shoulder, you're going to have a big return rally, right? And that return rally could be as high as 73,000 or even potentially up as high as about 84,000. So that's something that we're going to be watching out for as the next couple of months move on. And as we get into the late springtime, after we clear the 73,000 and once we hit that neckline at 58,000 and change, Bitcoin dominance, you can see we're attempting to move down a little bit, but it's still holding pretty well up there at about the 61.54% dominance. And as long as we're up there like that, the altcoins are going to continue to bleed. If that dumps down quicker and has a big down in dominance and gets closer to that 58% level, then you can have some movement in the altcoins. But until then, we're still bearish in a lot of these coins. We've given you the first mover advantage on XLM, just like we have on Bitcoin, DGB, Algo, XRP, and the rest of them. We had this little bounce back that we talked about last Wednesday and Thursday. The bounce back off of this 25.5 level from the wick where it bounced to the top was a 28% move, but now it's given away most of that. We're only about a week away from having that golden bearish cross. The next move to the downside when you lose this 25 cents is going to be down to that 18 cents. But then from there could be a pretty nice rally back up to about 28 to 33 cents. And then we're probably more than likely coming down to that 14 cents. The same thing with XRP. We're in this head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern, something that you heard first. And you understood where we were at first back here in mid-January when no other social media influencer or insider or in the mainstream was talking about this. And we were letting you know we were in a short to medium term topping out reversal pattern where we had a neckline down there at about 209. We told you we're going to have this bearish cross, which we are. This is just taking a little bit longer. We have the major next target of $1.89 to hit the 200-day moving average. And then once you break this head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern, we're coming down to $1.29. And just like we laid out this pattern for you first, way out ahead of the field, the rest of the social media people and mainstream didn't start talking about a head and shoulders till we were building the right shoulder, which by then any layman could see it, and the first mover advantage or any advantage that you would have had was gone. And that's the power of old Vincenzo's gold crypto investing. That's why for $3.99, you can help build this movement, help continue to grow this station and channel and business to help legitimize and bring the confidence back into the cryptocurrency sphere with truth and education, and most importantly, information. And just like we let you out of the field here, already 2 weeks ago, we showed you in this purple and this blue what could be potentially happening after you clear that $1.29. There could be a massive rally at the very least back up into that 2024 to 2025 regional high up there at around 340, and it could form a Bart Simpson top, and then potentially that could fold and have a full ladder or move back down to that 68, 69 cents before another bull market starts. But at the very least, we're speculating at this point, we're comfortable saying that we think after this head and shoulders clears down here to this $1.29 range, that we're going to form a rounding bottom and have a big bull run back up and look something like that, what we have there in blue. We're fairly confident that the upcoming pattern into the summertime, into the fall, is going to have this initial big fall to fulfill that technical target. And then we're giving you the first mover advantage again, as we think we're going to end up somewhere like this in blue as we head closer towards the latter part of this year after recovering from the $1.29 head and shoulders reversal pattern. And then we will have to figure out, as the pattern starts to mature up back here later on this year, if it's going to be a full lateral flush or the big momentum and the hype's going to push it up to $5. So we're giving you this first mover advantage. We've given you this back here, and now we're giving you this right now. And we started about 3 weeks ago laying out the groundwork and the tea leaves and what we think could potentially be happening, and that's the power of Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. Another member of Jabroni Killers wanted some Litecoin updates, and that's another thing you get with the Jabroni Killers. I will comment to you as quick as I possibly can, and then when you ask me to talk about something, a lot of people ask, and I appreciate even non-Jabroni members to ask questions and want me to cover things, but the Jabroni Killers get the first advantage. So usually I like to do, if a Jabroni Killer member asks me today for something, I always try to answer their questions either talking in the video, or if they have a coin request or information, I like to show it that same day, but I can only do so much. And if you're just a beautiful, glowing subscriber that I love so much, you have to bear with me. Sometimes it could take a couple of days for me to get to your comment, because we have an overwhelming amount of comments that we get, and the Jabroni Killers get my utmost and first attention. Litecoin, we got rejected off this 130 major upper resistance level, which is the blue support and resistance box up here that we've been talking about. We're having this bearish cross now. In about a day or two, we're going to have the bearish cross, probably about 48 hours. And then we're going to have a golden bearish cross. And I think your next major move in Litecoin, we could potentially be coming back down to $56. But for sure, in the very near short term, in the very near short term, clone, we're coming down here. In the very near short term, we're coming down here to 73,000 and change, or $73 and change. But I think where we might be going eventually is down to that $56 here in the upcoming few weeks. Like, subscribe, and share. We're going to have another extensive update like we normally do on our nightly updates. Peace and love to my beautiful audience, the Rock Eyebrow J.